Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LEC matchup.
Of the Rakan Ezreal is that ability just to dash out and dash back in. But GIANTX will take the leash and steal away that first objective.
Nice contest.
In playoffs, I believe, was when it happened. Maybe we'll see it here. Last time I talked about a record in this series, immediately that record was not broken. BDS starting up the Drake down to about 2,000. Nature's Grass coming out. Drake secured. LeBron going in with the quickness, waiting for the root to expire. Juhan flashes away from the charm in the Emperor's Divide. Adam taken low as well. Call of the Fortune coming out in their first blood. A minute and a half too early if you want to be a record setter. But for GIANTX, they'll be very happy with this exchange. A Drake for 3, I think, is good.
And that's what I was saying, is that if you don't set up properly...
Their front line, well, I should say the backline threat that Adam should offer doesn't really exist, and so just a well-played patient fight from GIANTX.
TP in here by GIANTX as they're trying to test these grubs. They started them up. They've already got 3. They're looking for more. Shale gets a smite, takes 1 away, so no 6 grubs. Blast Cone. Twisted Advance going in. LeBron with the knockup as well, and Jackie's still living in the end. Adam brings down the axe and puts him in the grave. GIANTX retreat from the grubs. They only get 3 in the end, and BDS will get 3 of their own. Ice chunked out by Patrick, but can just jump away with the Arcane Shift.
The Blast Cone bounce really hurting Jackie's there, sending him into the waiting hands of Shale, and then it's an easy pick. So from the Rift Herald, you still have Jackie's down on this bottom side who's about to get bot lane turret. You can then start to rotate Tim around the map, who's now going to pick up about 1.5k, there you go, gold lead for himself. So he's now a major threat in the side lane. At least it will be answered by Olaf in the side lane for Adam, but I still think Jackie's going to play around him on this top side to get that top lane tower, and the Antonio will have to try and deal with the 3-man play on boss.
Yeah, difficult dive. Adam pops the Ragnarok, runs onto Juhan through the Magnet Storm, almost takes Juhan out, needs another axe, and finds it 1 for 1 in a 1v3. The Antonio trying to survive the dive on the bot side. Rift Herald comes in and no tower left to support him. Makes it a sticky situation for the Ornn to be in. Sheo takes the kill.
That is exactly what I expect to see from the Olaf moving forward. There is very little that GIANTX's comp can do to stop him outside of mobility, and now that he's got the stride breaker, it's that much easier to stick onto these slippery targets.
Yeah, kind of like Ignar just was sitting there watching this Olaf ran down Juhan and was like, I got nothing new.
Hits onto Nuke. Ignar doesn't have the Magnet Storm, no real engage. The arrow slows the push a little bit, but the tower still falls. 3 turrets to 2 in favor of BDS as they start to back away. The gold.
I've got the Colleen still, so there's no way you can really contest this. So nicely orchestrated by GIANTX, because I think getting that mid-wave control would have let BDS try and set up
2 consistently. Perhaps this is their year. After watching Fnatic G2 yesterday, though, it's a big mountain for them to climb.
But I think a lot of people are looking at BDS saying, oh, hang on, LeBron.
Quickness, cleanse away by Patrick. Call of Fortune coming out as well. The Sun Disc comes down, but a great engage from Ignar. Ragnarok going out from Adam as he tries to escape. GIANTX low, but everyone's surviving. 1 for 0. But a turret over to be...
We haven't really seen them get that control to go for early Void Grubs as much. Like in the mid game, it feels like they're nearly regressing to where they do need to force these fights, where they do have to rely on team fighting. And the Antonio...
Ice has to burn the flash to get over the wall. Jackie's with the culling, the arrow, the cleanse, not enough, shut down. Jackie's finds his man. Great engage by GIANTX.
It's kind of how much do GIANTX want to take, because they could even look over towards this Baron, but not feeling fully confident that they can take that with so many of the ultimates down. Sheo wants to re-engage.
Nature's Grasp looking for Patrick, but good body block there by Ignar. Makes sure that his Ashe can walk away unscathed.
It's a big ultimate used to head a dragon, but yeah, I'd be hesitant to start a Baron with Olaf on the enemy team. It's obviously a very scary situation, even with a ZM out.
Nuke starts to go into that fog of war. Adam loves these flanks positions on Olaf. If you can just get easy access to the backline, it becomes a lot easier to play.
I think the Antonio is trying to basically mark him, find out where the hell he is, because they've completely lost vision of him, but they don't have anything here on GIANTX, and if Adam just walks over towards Razorbeaks, he's good.
Adam runs forward, straight onto Juhan. Ragnarok coming out, Nature's Grass used as well. Flash by Juhan, not caught with the roots. Antonio coming in, the Ragnarok continues. As Adam gets more autos off, now it will fall off. There's the Magnet Storm, Call of the Forge God, and Adam immediately is put in a bouncy castle and sent back in a body bag. The Drake secured by BDS. Jackie's TPing in, he's looking for Sheo, and Sheo flashes the volley. Patrick can't get in range because of the slow from the sapling. BDS just about walk away.
But the damage is done. They have the health advantage that they need to start the Baron off. The fact that Juhan was able to survive that flank from Adam meant that they were able to find a great re-engage. Once again, GIANTX showing how they can restart these fights so quickly and punish BDS for their aggression. Sheo needs to get back out onto the map, but he's going to be zoned away by Ignar.
Nuke spotted on this ward. Sheo there. Jackies meets the tree in his own jungle. And we're all yelling timber as the GIANTX find another. The Baron, their next target. GIANTX now 2,000 gold ahead. Will be more after they secure the big purple worm.
And GIANTX are just playing this really well, kiting back, as Vetty was saying, and just not giving BDS the wins that they really need.
And the idea seems promising because you're zoning the jungle away, but the moment you got his flash over the wall, I feel like that should have been enough, and then you turn your attention onto someone else. Instead, they end up falling short. Arrow.
Patrick has the cleanse. Adam coming in for the flank, though. Patrick holds on to that summoner for now. Call of the Portrait going in as Ignar looks for the stun, but the Ragnarok chase onto Patrick. He can't escape. Lebrov flashed away by Jackies. Adam taken low by the culling. In the end, they'll settle for one.
That is very much what I expected the fights to look like. Patrick basically just not getting to play. That's the first instance of BDS leveraging their comp to its strength. But GIANTX, they still have the Baron. They're still setting their sights on this mid-tier 1, and they're likely going to secure it.
GIANTX still have the health bars to try and force this one down. Adam had to reset, so it is still the 4v4, and I think that's where...
half items on ice. Nuke almost has the Rabadons. Wonder how much gold he is short of that.
The Steric's gauge being completed for Adam is massive, though, because it means that he's going to be way more difficult to try and deal with. And just having that little bit of extra time can mean that he kills off Patrick. Maybe get some good damage on towards... Jackies as well, but you kind of need BDS to not come through these chokes. I'd like to see Adam come through mid lane.
Forge God, Nature's God's coming out. Lebrov already chunked. And GIANTX find their first kill of the fight. Juhan chunked out with a Mystic shot into his back. Ice continuing to put the damage down to BDS, although healthy, have lost a man. Looks like instead of going for the Drake, they'll try and get the mid lane prio first. GIANTX chunked away. Ignar looking for that flank.
Ignar is going on a very long journey. BDS, though, don't spot him out. We'll just now see him on the ward.
I don't know if they pinged him. Nuke's going up there now. Obviously, we'll see him as Nuke is in vision range. The Drake down to 2,000. Taken by Sheo with a smite. Ragnarok in. The flash forward by Adam, but he went in the wrong direction as Patrick is able to escape with a flash of his own. True shot. Straight through the heart of Patrick. As he falls in the 1 and 2 so far this game. We'll be looking to make that more obviously as the Nuke. Baron is down to 10,000. Nuke has the TP, now he uses it. Nature's Grass coming in as well. Ignar can tank that as he crashes down. The root hits onto the backline as well. Call of the Portrait going out. Adam running away. The Sterax just melted by the culling. Antonio just short of getting the headbutt though. And Nuke starts to open up. Ice dashing forward, takes a spear to his spine. And is down to about half HP.
Look at Adam in the mid lane, though. He's going to start to threaten on towards the tier 2 as he's going to clear out this wave. So GIANTX now need to try and regroup on mid, but they're completely separated, which is why BDS, with his Sheo, going to try and start up this Baron.
So Antonio has TP. Juhan and Patrick still here. Jackie's TP back in. Ignar heals up with the Warmogs, and Sheo, who the team's on the other side of the map, my man. Sheo taken out. Didn't expect Ignar to be wailing around the river bend. As BDS now have to try and fight back from a man disadvantage, but Juhan's down to a third. Ice with these Mystic shots continues to try and keep the damage raining down. Ignar looking for that flank position. No Magnet Storm for him. Does have the flash, gets the Shadowing Strike onto Adam. Ragnarok about to come back off cooldown, but not yet. The Baron secured by GIANTX, and Adam is chasing Ignar down towards the bottom side. He tried to flash, I'm not sure that was the best play. I think you were dead anyway, matey. But in the end, Ignar distracts and GIANTX take the Baron.
Another strange...
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, GIANTX are doing the correct thing, right? They send one member mid, push in through mid, they control all of the vision bot side, and then they siege onto the tier 2 tower and bot. This means that they can easily collapse back onto the Dragon. Also, while making it difficult, because BDS have no vision. If we have an opportunity to showcase what BDS can see on the map, observers, you'll notice that it's not a lot.
They do have the Scuttle Crab.
They do have the Scuttle Crab, but GIANTX are doing the correct steps in terms of suffocating BDS of their vision. They'll get 2 towers, and then they can just fall back to the Dragon. The mistake would be overextending to try and push into the base, because if they then lost the fight, you're just conceding a soul, and you'd have no way of really contesting the objective.
Arrow.
But fortunately, they're not going to do that.
Well, Arrow stops Ice's back. Tempo heaven right now for GIANTX. As you say, they'll turn their eyes towards the Drake, and they do it by the numbers.
Gonna do a ton of damage if he gets a double shot at you. So for a lot of this BDS, you can see hyper aggressive on the wave states, but now you've got the Antonio considering coming in behind.
Sundisk, that's the Magnus Storm going in, and look at the damage. Somehow they caught Nuke in the middle of all of that. Ignar's gonna go down, but now the TP behind as BDS call for the retreat. Ice needs to get out of here. Sheo puts down a sapling for the slow. The Antonio chasing forward, blast cone away. Infernal Cinder for a little bit of movement speed, and Ice will escape to fight another day. Still only getting up towards 4 items.
But with 2 minutes now until the Dragon, that's really what both teams are sieging up for. You do a Baron in a little bit, but oh, hang on.
Bullet Forge got out again. Ice gonna try an Arcane Shift away, has to flash, still gets hit with the knockup.
Antonio soaking up a lot of damage. Has the Warmog, so he'll be able to heal it up. Ice doing what he can to land the poke down, but he's now lost his flash.
There's the arrow. Ragnarok in. Adam tries to chase onto Jackie's. Lebrov dashes in as well, and the Magnus Storm! It's 4 men, and they're dead men walking as GIANTX get a clean ace.
GIANTX find the engage that they need. Adam gets obliterated by the double AD carries, and just like that, GIANTX are taking us to game number 3.
A cleaner performance in Game 2 by GIANTX puts them on the cusp of the top 4 here in summer. 1 game away, 1 game to decide it here between GIANTX and BDS.
These were the best highlights from today's LEC matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.